2 Kings 7th chapter. You know, you say, why are we staying in 2 Kings? But I need you to understand that the Bible says you have to become a pattern of good works.
Come on, sir.
Not just do something good and say, and try to live off of that for a while. But the Bible says you have to become a pattern of good works. You know, if you help somebody one time, it's very likely they're coming back to you again for help.
Wow.
But the Bible says you have to become a pattern of good works. You can't just turn it off and on like a water faucet. In 2 Kings, the 7th chapter, I want to call your attention, this is in the middle of the story. There became another story. So I want to tell you the story that's in the middle of the story. In 2 Kings, the 7th chapter, beginning at the 3rd verse, it says, there were 4 leprous men at the entering in of the gate. And they said one to another, why sit we here until we die? If we say we will enter into the city, then the famine is in the city, and we shall die there. And if we sit still here, we die also. Now therefore come, let us fall into the host of the Syrians. And if they save us alive, we shall live. And if they kill us, we shall but die. Oh Lord, that 5th verse says, and they arose up in the twilight to go into the camp of the Syrians. And when they would come to the uttermost part of the camp of the Syrians, behold, there was no man there. For the Lord had made the host of the Syrians to hear a noise of chariots and a noise of horses, even the noise of a great host. And they said one to another, lo, the king of Israel hath hired against us the kings of the Hittites and the kings of the Egyptians to come upon us. Verse 7 says, wherefore they arose and fled in the twilight and left their tents and their horses and their asses, even in the camp as it was, and fled for their life. One more verse. It says, and when these lepers came to the utmost part of the camp, they went into one camp and did eat and drink, and carried thence silver and gold and raiment, and went and hid it, and came again and entered into another tent, and carried this also, and went and hid it. 4th subject on today. Be so kind and turn. Just look at somebody. Turn, look at somebody. I want you to repeat after me. Speak life into their life. Say, neighbor. Oh, Lord. Some of you forgot to smile. Smile. Don't make them think that you're mad at them. Just smile. Yeah, they can see it through the mask. Smile. Smile. Your face looks different when you smile. Yeah. They can tell whether you need a Snickers bar or not. Just smile. Repeat after me and say, neighbor. Oh, neighbor. God has a restoration plan. Oh, yeah. Now tell them again like you know what you're talking about. Say, neighbor. Oh, neighbor. If he did it before, he can do it again. God bless you. God bless you. If he did it before, he can do it again. Just because you messed up one time in life, don't mean that God won't bring you back. Don't mean that God can't restore you. It doesn't mean God won't bless your life again. I want you to understand, if he did it before, he can do it again. Now, to all of you who want to sit here and act like you perfect, like you got it all going on, like you don't ever mess up. Oh, baby, this message is just not for you. If you got everything going on the right way, you living right, you talking right, you giving right, you treat everybody right, maybe you can go home early. But if you need a little working on, if every now and then you mess up, if every once in a while you find yourself on the wrong side of the track. I haven't met many folks that get up planning to do wrong. But sometimes wrong will catch you by surprise. I didn't want to talk to some real folks today, but sometimes wrong will catch you by surprise. You thought you had it going on until somebody said the wrong thing to you. You thought you was all right till somebody messed with somebody and something that you loved. You had no intention of messing up this day, but all of a sudden, wrong got in your way. Let me try to be quick, but I got to tell you what was going on so you'll understand this story. It was Elisha he had told the king they were going through a famine, and the king got upset. You know, some folks just expect everything from you. Some folks expect everything from you. There's a king over Israel, but he expects Elisha to keep everything right with the king. He wants the title, and he wants Elisha to do the work. So some folks, I ain't talking about nobody. I ain't got nobody on my mind. I'm just talking about what I'm talking about. But there are some folks. You know, my grandmother said we can't take it, brother. Just brother. But I want you to hear that. You know, there are some people who expect you to just do everything. For can't do nothing. Some folks can't even think. They calling you and asking you about stuff they really don't need you for. They just asking you anyway. Just because you tell them something, that don't mean they're going to do what you tell them to do. They're going to still do what they want to do, but they want to mess with you, your time, your energy, and get you all involved in their stuff. But then at the same time, they're going to go and do what they want to do. And if it messed up, they're going to come back to you and ask you how to fix it. Now you understand that why the king going to Elisha, and he's in the midst of a famine. He's mad because the famine's still going on. And now someone has come and questioned him about their situation. So now he's all upset that now he's got to try to answer this. And so he doesn't even answer. He just goes and finds Elisha and tells the prophet, Elisha, there's still a famine. We're hungry. What are we going to do? How are we going to fix this? He got tired. But he wants Elisha to fix it. Good God. From Zion. Oh, I could just work right there, but I got to get to these lepers. So Elisha tells him, tomorrow, by this time tomorrow, food will be flowing in the streets. It'll be free. Elisha's servant had already been banished. Now the king's sidekick laughs at this story. Said if heaven was to rain down food, it still wouldn't be enough for all of these mouths. You come, you ask for a blessing, they tell you you're going to get blessed, and you still not satisfied. That's like the whole lot of folks the same way. I don't care what you tell them, they still upset, they still mad, they still don't believe it, they won't receive it. How can you get blessed if you walking down what God can do? How can you expect God to bless you and you're not even grateful for what you do have? You're not even thankful for where you are in life. How do you expect God to keep on blessing you and you acting like he can't do what he said he can do? If you ever just get yourself a made up mind and start telling yourself, I'm coming out of this. I may be hungry, I may be going through something, maybe I feel like I can't take it, but I serve a God who is too big. He's blessed me too many times. He will bring me out. He will turn it around in my life. He is blessing me right now.
Right now.
Here, that's not where the king was. But this is what Elisha had already said. Then the very next verse, it talks about lepers. Lepers. Don't get all twisted about lepers. They had a disease that couldn't be fixed. And they had been labeled by the church as unclean. Oh, Lord. Don't you dare label anybody. You and I got some unclean stuff going on too. So we can't label nobody unclean. Because you have to expose yourself. And I know you don't want to get exposed right now. We got some unclean folk up in here. Don't make me have to call names, but we got some folk with issues going on up in here. Folk who lies ain't right. Folk who come to church to lie on other folk. Folk who want to talk you down and never say an encouraging word to you. Somebody who will sit back, watch you do something, and then criticize you. They ain't doing nothing, but they want to talk about what you do. Oh, Lord. It just came to me. I might be talking about somebody.
Just talking about what you're talking about.
And not just somebody here, but somebody that's watching us. Oh, shut up. Four leprous men. Let me get deep for just a second.
All right now.
Most theologians agree that these four leprous men are part of the servant that Gehazi had. I mean, Elisha's servant, whose name was Gehazi. You may remember we talked about it, that Gehazi had chased after the man, Naaman, who had been blessed. That wanted to give Elisha a blessing for blessing him. And Elisha wouldn't take the blessing. So then his servant waited till Naaman left Gehazi and ran after Naaman and said, my master changed his mind. And he took the blessing. And many theologians believe that he and his associates, ain't that something? Elisha, let me call him sidekick, had sidekicks. And so they suffered the same fate as Gehazi. Be careful who you hang with. Be careful who you let speak into your life. Everybody that's saying your friend ain't your friend. And everybody you listening to ain't really trying to help you. And they will go down and then talk about you for following them. I did say you can't take it. Brother. But let me take it deep. Now they are lepers, but God has a restoration plan. Just because you messed up doesn't mean God can't fix you up, can't clean you up, can't turn your life around. You just have to acknowledge that, Lord, it was me. Don't look to my friends. It was me who messed up. My life became a tragedy. My life got screwed up. I listened to the wrong man, the wrong woman. I listened to the wrong folk. I thought they was my friends, but they did me wrong. But Lord, I'm responsible for what I do. Let me move. I was going to tell you about, I used to go to the movies. I love a good horror movie. But you see, I'm not what I take in, but I am what I spit out. Oh, you'll get that later. But the four lepers, me, they were at the gate, and they had to make a decision. We're in this starvation season 2, and we can't go back to Israel. So our choice is to stay here and die, or else go to the enemy. Do you hear that? They went to the enemy's camp and say either they'll feed us or they'll kill us. But we dying anyway. So let's take a chance and go to the enemy's camp and see if we can get a morsel of bread. Oh yeah. This needs a little bit of explaining. Because I need you to understand. Don't you ever be so lifted up that you can't go out and get you a job somewhere. Oh, yeah. I've heard folks say, the Lord told me to get all my blessings from the church. You better be careful. I'm just telling the truth. Church folk will speak you up, shoot you up, and then throw you out, and wonder what's wrong with you. The Bible says, if a man won't work, he can't eat. So, sometimes you got to do double duty. You got to go work and then come and work for the Lord. Oh, I know. It may not be good to you, but it's good for you. And anybody in here too good where they can't work? Help me, Holy Ghost. God says, I will bless you for being who I called you to be. Paul made tents. Jesus was a carpenter as well. You think he spent the first 30 years of his life before he started ministering? You think he spent those years just saying, give me? He worked. Now here we are. They are at the enemy's door. And they don't see the enemy. They don't see no one. But they see horses. They see chariots. They see food still on the table. God will prepare a table before you in the presence of your enemies and make your enemies watch you get blessed. Here they are hungry, food available, and guess what they did? They started eating in the cabinets, at the tables, and watching the Lord bless them. Oh, help me, Holy Ghost. I'm not telling you to go to your job and steal. A whole lot of you already know how to do that. So I don't need to tell you nothing about that. Don't play with me. You got all kind of ink pens you ain't paid nothing for. Don't play with me. You done took a whole lot of stuff out of your job. Don't act like you ain't took nothing. Don't act like you honest Abe. You have stolen and did it in the name of the Lord. I'm helping the job. I'm helping the company. I'm working for them. They can at least do this for me. God has a restoration plan. Now, let me tell you how the plan came into being. After they have ate in one tent, went to the next tent, ate there, they took stuff out, hid it in the field, and went back in. I'm telling you what they did. Here's God's restoration plan. Here's the same Gehazi who had went and lied and stole from Nabal. He now talks to his fellow lepers. And it says, God wouldn't be satisfied if we tried to keep all of this for ourselves. Let us go back to our own people, our own community, and let's tell them so they can eat too. If you ever know anything about first aid, I got to help you understand this. The first aid means that you first got to make sure you are okay and safe. See, that's what we do wrong. Sometimes we want to lend money to other people. If you ain't all right, then you ain't got nothing to lend nobody. But, so what you lend cannot be what you need. What you lend has to be what you have in excess.
Come on.
Oh yeah. I know some folk who want you to give them something are mad at me right now. Because you got to understand, you can't help nobody if you don't first help yourself.
Right now.
So want you to look. Even though you messed up before, can you now go back to that same situation and tell them you have found a way for them out of their trouble? Oh, that's what a lot of times we won't do. We don't mind getting from other folk, but some of us don't give to nobody. We don't bless nobody. No matter how God has blessed us, we don't bless nobody. We would rather sit there, hold it on, build bigger bonds, say, this is mine, God bless, put this aside for me. But I need you to understand, the reason you are blessed is so you can be a blessing to somebody else. God ain't blessed you with everything you have, for you to sit on it, for you to act like you don't owe God nothing. Here he is. He fixed it so that now they had to humble themselves. No matter what they accumulated, they had to humble themselves. Go back to their own community. Tell the God, don't act like you're so big now that you can't tell nobody but the king. I don't talk to him, but I tried, and he wouldn't come see me, so therefore I can't help him. They don't deserve my help because they wouldn't come. That's why you can't get blessed. You still high-minded. You still want to be the one on top and in charge. But thank God they had the right mindset. So now Gehazi went. He talked to a guard and told the guard what they could do and have plenty of food. And you say, well, Pastor, you're spending so much time on this. Because you see, this becomes a lot of our problem in the church. This becomes a lot of our problem with ourselves. You got to deal with your family. You got to deal with folk at your job. You got to deal with folk in the community. You got to deal with folk in the church. And you see folk in the church will hurt you. Folk in your family will hurt you. Folk out in the street will hurt you. Folk on your job will hurt you. They will hurt your feelings. And a lot of them have already used and abused you. And so you don't want no more part of them. But you ain't doing it for them. You're doing it for the God who have made you. And you can't be his as long as you're being selfish. You can't be his as long as you're being one-minded. You're getting yourself in a situation that you know you can't make right. You got to turn it over to Jesus. A lot of us have not turned it over to the master. Yeah. Somebody said something hurt my feelings. I can't live like that. God's been too good to me. There was a time I used to practice how I'm going to pay you back for the wrong you did to me. But thank God for healing. Thank God for a change. Thank God for turning my life around. Now I can let it go. Turn it over to the master. Speak to you. Love you. Thank God for you because I'm on my way to heaven. I'm enjoying the trip. And I want to welcome you too. You've been too blessed to act like this. Just because the last one did you wrong, the next one might be your assignment. And you can't get to the next level holding on to the same devil. Whoever it was that hurt you, they're in charge of you until you release them. Baby, I let it go. Baby, I thank God for you. You made me better. You helped change me. You helped show me. So I thank you for what you did for me. I'm a better person now that I've experienced some of you in my life. long time. Grandmama said you can't take it. Rub with it. Some folk show up just to aggravate your spirit. Some folk will say something to you because they know what hurts you. Some folk will keep on stepping on that same nerve because they know that's the nerve they can step on. But when you let go and let go, when they come for that same nerve, when they come that same way, now you got a different attitude. You can't change them, but you can change you. So when they come to you wrong, when they come to you mistreating you, when they come with a bad attitude, get yourself a brand new purse, smile at them, and say, baby, I'm over that. I'm better than that now. Tell them, baby, I thank God. He done put me on a higher level. You blessed.